It's a wonderful thing to be here on stage at GDevCon in beautiful Brighton. I'm no stranger to the UK. My name is George Salavudis, and I run Thetic Engineering Limited out of Reading.
And I'm Andreas Kreiseder, running Kreiseder IT Services based in Austria.
And together, we've joined forces to sponsor GDevCon because we have one joint mission, which is to get every test and measurement engineer to their next level of proficiency. Andy and I have been training and creating training courses for the better part of 20 years. First through our long careers with NI, and now through running our own companies in the last 5 years. We recognize that everyone in this room is a LabVIEW expert within their organization and in the communities they've created around test and measurement. And at some point, you're going to be tasked with creating training yourselves. So Andy and I have picked up a few tips over the years. So we're going to use our sponsor slot to talk about 3 tips that every LabVIEW expert should know. The first tip is that every lesson you create should have an intentional learning outcome from the outset. That's based on the systems that the LabVIEW software will be used on. There is a unique overlap of hardware and software debugging, which makes LabVIEW audiences taking training respond better when there's an interaction with hardware while you're learning software. Some of the feedback we've collected from other LabVIEW experts is that they lose up to 40 hours a month trying to produce just one lesson. Now, Andy and I have a system where we're able to help reduce the amount of time it takes by 50% to produce a lesson of training content by staying focused on these learning outcomes that are set at the beginning, rather than talking about the features of the software.
Thanks a lot, George. Yeah, looking in this audience, a big portion of you are partners, like we are, building their services around LabVIEW. And the key to collaboratively grow all our businesses is to strengthen the adoption of LabVIEW. I think that's very important. And also to increase the proficiency in test and measurement skills. And when you deliver solutions to your customer, you typically have all the infos about them, their goals and their needs. And we can build on top of that, offering them on-site classes with tailored content, and we can even create customized devices under test to strengthen their skills and abilities. And yeah, what do we actually offer? So this is a list of our portfolio. It's continuously growing, and it's up to date and very practical. So that's the important message here. And sorry. Yeah, and what can we do out of that? So that's the big portfolio, and now we want to customize it. So that's the actual plan, that we can then, together with you, make a tailored learning journey where we can then ramp up the skills from fundamentals to the expert level. And how can we actually deliver that? So that is covered on this slide. So we have a network of professional instructors, constantly growing. You probably are familiar with some of the faces on the slide. Let's get back to George.
And the final tip that we have is that training strategy is test strategy. When you take a general training course, it's very difficult to measure the impact that the training has had on the productivity of the company and on the bottom line. By having a more targeted training, you're able to actually tie certain metrics to business impact. So Andy and I have an automated test excellence template that we can help you fill out, which will help you secure budget when you're in that position trying to allocate it for your company. So we said we'd have a short presentation before lunch, so we don't keep you any longer. Those are our 3 tips. But we do have one more thing for the audience here attending GDevCon, which is that we understand that you're watching some amazing presentations right now, trying to increase your proficiency. But the learning is then further reinforced with the dialogues that you have outside of the lecture hall. So with our sponsorship, we're actually allowed to put out flyers. And instead, what we've created is a kind of scratch pad for you. So Jörg mentioned back of the napkin ideas. Actually, what you'll find within reach in all the lunch areas and the coffee breaks are scratch pads like this. So as you're having a dialogue with your favorite LabVIEW architect or that person who makes that package that you love using, go ahead and write down your ideas and reinforce that learning, as we said. So we look forward to seeing all the different things you're going to do and note down over these next couple of days.
Thank you, George. So we can actually use the napkins for the faces and make the notes on the scratchpad. Yeah, thanks a lot to the GDevCon team for organizing such an amazing event. It's really a pleasure to be part of this community. If you want to get in contact with us, you can visit our domain, ate.training, or come to us within the next days, talk to us, and yeah, let's enjoy lunch together now. Thank you.